If you have completed the lower circle of spirit, no, I have not. Remember to any endurance points. No, double any endurance points lost because it's the summer sword. Alright, so I'm using the summer sword. I get to add a +8 to it. So this is now 15. So I'm at 34. Man, but he's still at it. No, but I lose 2. So it's 13. So I'm at 32 and he's at... This is a hard enemy. It's going to be a tough fight right here. 38. Good thing I can double the endurance points lost, or I might have some serious problems with this fight. I just lost 8 points. Alright, in any case, let's get it on! He's got a combat skill 38, endurance of 48. Let's do this. He's down to 36, I'm down to 26. He's down to 28, I'm down to 22. He's down to 24, I'm down to 17. He's down to 8. He's dead, and I'm down to 13. 13, folks. Dear Lord, I have not been that low in quite a while. I told you these books get harder, though. Wow, 13 endurance points. Turn to page 105. The Helghast vents a cry of rage and despair as you strike a blow that seals its doom. It crumbles and falls, its flesh transforming into a vile green gas. All that remains is the torn and shredded robe that once concealed its identity. Your mind reels at what has just occurred, but you dare not dwell on the fearful implications, for you can make out the sound of feet running down the stairs beyond the locked refectory door. You rush to Pydo's side and shake him, trying desperately to revive him. He groans, his head lolling from side to side as you drag him to his feet. There is now only one escape route from the refectory, the hatch in the wall that leads to the kitchens. You lift Pydo across your shoulder and bundle him through the narrow opening. But before you can pull yourself through, the door slams open and a rush of monks pour into the refectory. Oh, joy! If you have a bow and you wish to use it, I do. God, I'm gonna run out of arrows, aren't I? The arrow fells the leading monk, pinning his forearm to his chest. The others falter and step back to stare at their slain brother in the smoldering remains of the Helghast. What manner of demon are you? Asks one incredulously. A murdering sorcerer, says the monk at his side. A soulless butcher, accuses another. For all their bitterness, you sense that these monks were unaware of their leader's true identity. They believe you came here tonight to murder their master, and his smoking remains convince them that you have accomplished your goal. Before you can utter a word, they draw short swords and attack you like ravaged men possessed. Well, that's not good. Alright, first of all, I gotta reduce another arrow. I should have taken 2 quivers, but it didn't say it let me do that. Unless... No. I wonder. Hang on. I'm gonna try something. If I have 2 quivers, will it let me go past 6? No, it will not. Never mind then. So I was down to 3, now I'm down to 2. I have 2 arrows left. Gah, ha ha. Didn't I say something about you almost never run out of arrows in this game? Well, I'm keeping my summer sword out right now because I cannot afford any more endurance points lost. So, another battle, shall we? Combat skill 24. At least I'm 10 ahead of them. Endurance 42. Oh, this is great. Alright, let's do this. It doesn't... owing to the swiftness of the attack, you must fight the first 2 rounds of combat unarmed before you're able to draw a hand weapon? Aw, bun of a stitch. If I remember correctly... Hang on, this is page 323. Alright, let's go to table of contents. Improved disciplines. I believe weapon mastery, defensive skills. You will only lose 2 points instead of the usual 4 points. So I've got that when I'm fighting unarmed. I've got that at least going for my side. However, since I don't have a weapon, I am at -2, +2 for the shield, +2 for the helmet. So I'm only at a +2. I'm only at a +2. That's not good. That is not good at all, boys and girls. Especially considering... oh my gosh. But only for the first 2 rounds of combat. Which will make this difficult. So we go to battle. Got a combat skill of 24. Endurance of 42. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, well, let's let's do this. So 2 rounds of combat. I'm down to 10. They're down to 36. They're down to 27. Okay. Down to 27. I'm down to 10. They have 27 endurance points. Okay, so now we go back down here. I have 27. No, not that. We have 27. And I'm down to 10. Alright, now I can bump it back up to 15. Because I got my weapon out, and I'm using the Summer Sword because I am so badly damaged at the moment. And they have a combat skill of 24, and they have 27 endurance points left. So, let's finish this battle out. Down to 18, I'm down to 7. They're down to 7, I'm down to 5. I need my potion plus 4. Which means I can up my endurance back up to 9. There we go. And they're dead. I have 7 endurance points left. Good lord. I told you these books get hard. If I hadn't been using the Summer Sword, I would have been screwed. God, if I had drinking that, eaten that beef stew, I win the combat. Probably should have, just evaded it. But whatever. You hear approaching footfalls and the yap of hounds in the distance. You fear further delay. You pull yourself through the hatch and tumble into the kitchen. You jump to your feet and scan the room, your weapon poised to strike down any would-be attacker. Fortunately, the place is empty. The cooks have been summoned to the refractory. You sheath your weapon, lift Pydo across your shoulder, and run towards the open door at the far end of the kitchen. As you pass the steaming cauldron of stew, you catch sight of several stopped vials of liquid. You stop to pocket a vial, remember to mark it on your action chart before running through the door to the corridor beyond. At the end of the corridor is a wooden door and a staircase that descends to the floor above. If you have the Magnakai discipline of pathmanship, I do. Oh, good thing you guys chose that. A strong aura of good emanates from the room above, and you suspect it is a place of worship. However, this aura masks your ability to detect if the room is occupied or empty. The door gives off no special aura. That's pathmanship? Wouldn't that be divination? Well, whatever. Let's climb the stairs. This seems like a smart move. Alright, and at the top of the steps of the stairs, you pass through a curtained archway and step into a large prayer hall. The central aisle separates the pews of white wood, which face a golden pulpit with fascia shaped to resemble a flaming sword. Carefully, you rest Pydo on the pew and examine the glass vial you found in the kitchen. Your fears and suspicions are soon confirmed. It contains poison. The clear, sticky fluid is sap from a gnandern tree, a substance used frequently by assassins because of its lack of flavor or scent. The monks must have put some of this poison in the food that Pydo unwittingly consumed. The sap is deadly, and you must act quick if you are to save your companion's life. You hear the sounds of running feet and the growls of dogs of the leash at the bottom of the stairs. Once more you shoulder your burden and carry Pydo towards the far end of the hall in search for an exit. Behind the drawn curtain you discover a door, but it is locked and bolted from the other side. The noise of the pursuers grows louder as they climb the stairs to the hall. If you have the Magnakai discipline of invisibility and reach the rank of tutelary, I do not have the discipline of invisibility. If you wish to hide in the pulpit, if you wish to hide among the pews, if you wish to stand in the aisle and wait for your pursuers. I'm hiding! Are you kidding me? I have 7 endurance points at the moment. Okay, now I have 3. So let's I've regained 3, so I'm down up to 10. All right. You climb the steps to the pulpit and as swiftly as you are able, and rest Pydo in the recesses behind the sword-shaped fascia. By chance, his tunic snags on a hidden lever, and as his body slumps over, the lever is pulled to one side. Suddenly, the floor of the pulpit shudders and begins to descend to a secret passage beneath the hall. Well, that was convenient. Carefully, you pull Pydo off the platform and raise him into a sitting position, his back against the passage wall. Slowly, the platform rises back into the pulpit, and the silence of this secret passage, all you can hear is the shallow breathing of your unconscious companion. You lift one of his eyelids and note that the almond-shaped iris is fully dilated. Your basic Kai skill of healing informs you that he is in a coma. Ooh, that's not good. If you have the Magnakai discipline of curing, yes I do. You concentrate all your skills on trying to save your companion's life. Placing your hands on his chest, you transfer the warmth of your healing power into Pydo's poisoned body, breaking down the toxin by degrees. The treatment is slow and laborious, and it is dawn before you know for sure if your skill has saved his life. And for those two, since I was using curing, I'm not going to actually cure myself, because it doesn't make sense that I can use cure on him and me, so... A bead of sweat on Pydo's forehead is the first sign of his recovery. Slowly he stirs to consciousness, waking from a sleep that was so nearly his last. He can remember nothing of the ordeal, and when you tell him what has happened, he shakes his head in disbelief. A Helghast, he says incredulously. How can it be? The servants of the Dark Lord Nag have infiltrated this monastery, you reply. They have kept themselves hidden, but I fear the day is fast approaching when they will rise up and wreak havoc. Already they know of our true identities, and I wager that they know why we're here. This is bitter news, Lone Wolf, replies Pydo, his face etched in worry. We can afford to delay no longer. If Telestria falls to Dark Lord Nag before we reach the Danarg, then the quest is lost. You nod in agreement, and as you cast your eyes along the gloomy passageway, you cannot help but wonder if the quest is already lost. With a shake of your head, you dismiss the thoughts and help Pydo to his feet. The passage follows a tortuous path and leads eventually to a paneled door. A raised button activates the lock, and the door slides into a wall to reveal a strange room. Domed and hexagonal, its walls are hung tapestries depicting strange and grotesque creatures. Numerous plinths stand upon the richly carpeted floor, each supporting a large bowl filled to the brim with silvery liquid. Cautiously you step through the secret portal into this sumptuous chamber. Alright. One of the bowls begins to emit a faint humming sound. The surface of its silvery liquid swirls and grows brighter, casting a phosphorescent light onto the dome ceiling. The sparkling mist slowly clears, and a strange image takes shape, condensing and forming into something wholly alien, something that resembles the head of a monstrous fly. Its great multifaceted eyes stare down at you, gleaming darkly with black fire, like two huge clusters of evil jewels. And you got a picture of this guy. Ew. Tanash Ugag Nagador Nakadnor Nag! Sorry. Flashbacks of Mars attacks. Booms a ghastly, rasping voice. Then, with a stifled cry of rage and recognition, the image clouds over and light fades to a dull glow. The terrible visage of Lord Nag has disappeared. By the gods, gasped Pydo, shocked to the core by what he has seen. What manner of beast was that? But you do not reply, for you sense he already knows the dreadful answer. Swiftly you search the chamber. Behind the throne-like chair of chiseled stone, you discover several useful items. A sword, a bow, 3 arrows. Oh, thank God. So I'm back up to 5 now. 3 arrows and enough food for 2 meals. Sure. Let's take the meals. Didn't I erase a meal? I'm quite sure I did. Well, whatever. So I have 2. Okay. Also set into the back of the chair is a lever. It activates a portal in the opposite wall. The tapestry that conceals it is drawn aside, and you can see a stairway flanked by torches descending to a passage far below. Come, says Pydo. This room chills my blood. You move to follow him as he descends the stairs, stopping briefly to kick over a bowl of the glowing liquid that projected the image of Dark Lord Nag. Alright, I've received another 2 healing points. Like, I'm giving it every chance I can now, because I am so hurting at the moment. The stairs lead down to a vast network of catacombs that stretch in every direction. It would be easy to lose yourself in this maze of tunnels, but your Kai tracking skills, heightened by the pressing need to escape from the monastery, help you avoid the hazards and dead ends of these sprawling, brutal burial vaults. Following the sound of dripping water, you discover a circular stone trapdoor in the ceiling. Pydo cups his hands around your foot and lifts you nearer to the tunnel roof, enabling you to open the trapdoor. Early morning daylight streams into the passage as you lift the slab of wet stone and slide it aside. You have emerged at the courtyard on the north side of the monastery. 2 monks stand guard at the double doors of the low timber-framed building on the other side of the paved enclosure. Fortunately, a line of bushy fruit trees that encircles the courtyard provide all the cover you need to avoid their watchful eyes. You crouch in the shadows and watch as the monks leave their post and enter the building. Minutes later, the doors swing open and they reappear, both on horseback, and ride off through the archway to their right. The courtyard is now empty, but you curse their departure, for the horses they are riding on are yours and Pydo. Oh, joy. If you wish to enter the stables, or if you wish to try and escape on foot, I think we need horses, so we shall enter the stables.